Make sure you hit that like button when y'all come up in here. Make sure you hit that like button when you come up in here. Um, I don't know. I don't know.
I really don't know.
I don't know what to say.
I don't even know who. Yeah.
Bobby gotta go. I see y'all up in here. Make sure you hit the like button when y'all come up in here. This offense is not good. This offense is
This offense is trash.
let's call it like it is. And we really now gotta. I see somebody just say a younger Dak, CJ younger Dak. We gotta start questioning stuff now. About this team in entirety. Like we gotta start questioning. We can start having real conversations and really questioning. Like DeMeco Ryans is the head coach, CJ Stroud's the quarterback. This offense in general, like this, we're a good football team. I don't care what the record says. I don't care what our record is. I don't care that we're leading the AFC South. We let opportunity slip today because I posted, if y'all seen it on Twitter, and I also posted on in the community wall, and I said this on Friday. If you win these next two games, and then also Indianapolis lose those next two games, it's a wrap. It's over. The division. Like I actually thought the Indy was going to beat Detroit today. Cause I was like, okay, this probably won't end. Detroit will end up losing. And Detroit went out there and took care of business for us and was able to beat the Indianapolis Colts. You had a Tennessee Titan team coming to your building with Will Levis as the starting quarterback, and you gave up 32 points.
You as an offense
Was only was able to muster up 20 points because 7 came from an interception. And then one of the field goals you got came because you put because of another turnover. I think it was it the muff punt, but the muff punt. So you were able to get points off of turnovers. I thought this was going to be a good game, especially how it started off with DP with that long run and CJ Boone won down the case over first touchdown of his career. I'm like, okay, hey, this is the type of game we're going to be on. This is the type of game we're going to be on.
we are not
A good football team. We're not a bad football team. I don't think we're a trash football team. I think we're a mediocre football team. And, you know, I'm going to shout them people, shout out them clowns. I'm gonna shout out them clowns on Twitter. They tried to call me crazy when I said this 2 weeks ago, but after the Lions game, that the Texans play in a trash division. You got two teams in the division. One was 2-8, the other was 2-9. And the other team in Indy only had 5 wins. Had 5 wins coming into the day. That's how bad this division is. The only reason why you're only reason why you're winning is because you got this trash division. And they said it during the telecast. The home games this year. They said during the telecast that the 5 home games here, the test what the test do, all of them are less than touchdown games. And 2 of them was against Jackson. One was against Jackson, but the other one was against the Colts. And then one today was against Tennessee. Bro. We are not a good football team. We are a mediocre football team that plays in a bad division. We're probably still going to win and probably still to go to the playoffs. But that doesn't mean anything. That doesn't mean anything right now because we had championship aspirations this season. We came into the season thinking that we were going to win the Super Bowl. We thought that at the very AFC, it's the AFC Championship game of bust. At the very least, this team got to go to the AFC Championship game. We was talking about we were gonna be in New Orleans and we were gonna be in doing the squabble. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Kendrick Lamar gonna be playing, not like us. We're gonna be in there squabbling and doing. No, it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen because if you get into the playoffs, and there's actually an opportunity, how slim it is, but there is now an opportunity for the Texans to not make the playoffs. Now, I don't believe that unless they lose out. Unless they lose out, Tennessee's not gonna be able to get in. Tennessee will have to win out, and Houston will have to lose out for Tennessee to get in. And when it comes to Indianapolis, especially since Indianapolis lost today, like Indianapolis has to have a better record than you. So you still have a 2-game lead on Indianapolis because y'all both lost today. So no harm, no foul from that standpoint. So I don't see a scenario that they don't lose the division. Now there is an opportunity again. Texas could lose out, Indy could go on a run, and other stuff could happen. But I don't think it's going to be the case. I don't think that's going to be the case. I don't think that will be the case. I believe that we'll still get into the playoffs to win division. However, I don't think that they're going to do nothing when they get into the playoffs. Because you play like this against the Chargers, you play like this against the Ravens, you play like this even if Miami's able to get in. We see Miami in 2 weeks or 3 weeks. We got a bye week. You're not going nowhere, and you're not doing anything. You're not doing anything. Hey, shout out to that boy Chris for the super chat. Embarrassing. Eric Murray. Chris it needs to go. CJ is not elite quarterback. Don't be decisive. Come into the NFL with top 5 offense with DeMeco, but I say bottom 25. Hey, shout out Chris for the super chat love. Yeah, CJ's not elite right now. No, not at all. Like CJ is not elite right now. CJ's not elite at all right now. Like not at all. Like I don't I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. And shout out to Chris for the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Hey, shout out to that boy Jeff for super chat love as well. Why when I try to run why when I try to run up the middle with the O line collapse every time and with about 500 penalties? Yeah, shout out to Jeff for super chat love. I agree because on that last drive, I didn't understand they were trying to run the football with Mixon. Not on the last drive, on the drive with Fairbairn field goal, because we got a lot to talk about when it comes to that as well. But on that drive right there, I didn't understand what they were doing. Like that me didn't make any sense. Like you cannot run the football. It's apparent we cannot run this football. Bro, I run this football at all. We cannot run this football. Hey, shout out to that boy Big B for the super chat. Definitely appreciate that. Bro, I can't wait for the Discord when you get off live. Oh, you already know what's going down, bro. Hey, shout out to that boy Big B for the super chat. Love, definitely appreciate it. You already know it's going to go down because we got to talk, bro. Because this, I can't believe this. I can't believe this, bro. Like, I know division games is tough and close and all that type of stuff. Like, I cannot believe the fact that we really went out there and laid this like this. I can't believe it. I really can't believe it. You had everything and every opportunity. And when I'm watching this team, so I'm saying, like, bro, I'm looking at this team, I'm like, dog, this is not a good football team. I would say that this offense is trash because like this offense, you cannot do anything you need to. That's why I was trying to tell these idiots a couple weeks ago that we don't have a good running game. You can't run it. You can't coach it. You can't scheme it. You can't dial it up. You can't block it. We do not have a good running game. Do you know Joe Mixon with 22 yards on 14 carries for averaging 1.6 yards a carry? Supposed to have a good running game. I don't care. I don't care what the statistics say. I don't care that Joe Mixon had 5 or 6 100-yard games. I don't care that CJ is top 5 passing. That just means nothing to me. Those numbers are trash numbers. Those are empty calories. I do not care what those numbers say. I use my eyes and I watch football. We do not have a good offense. Our offense is not good at all. It is not a good offense. It is a bad offense. This is a trash offense. We cannot do anything after halftime at all. Nothing. Not a damn thing. We cannot do nothing after halftime. This offense is bad. Just stop it. Stop it. I don't want to hear none of that. CJ top 5, Joe Mixon. I don't want to hear none of that. Nothing. This is not an offense at all. Because if it was a good offense, when you need to put up points, you can put up some damn points. But we can't do it. You know why? Because we're not a good offense. And I'm tired of Texas fans want to sit up here and argue, well, you're not a real Texas fan. I'm a realist. I am a real Texas fan. That's the point. I'm a realist. I understand, and I'm looking at what I'm seeing, and I'm like, that's not good. I've seen a good offense before. In this city. In that building. Plenty of times. Plenty of damn times. And that's not it. That's not it. So stop it. Stop it. Stop it now. Stop saying that. This is not a good offense. We're not a good team. We're a mediocre team. Luckily we play in a trash division, so we'll get into the playoffs. But this is not a good football team. This is a mediocre team, and this is a trash offense. Until proven otherwise, this is a trash offense. We've had what? This is 12 games? We've had 12 sides. Bro, come on. In the last two, we been scoring points. You got 27 and 4. Last week was 34. This week was 27. And both times, the defense had to score a touchdown. This is not a good offense at all. Let's get into the numbers. God, I've been yelling, so I ain't get to them. CJ, 20 of 33, 60% completion percentage, 247 yards, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, was sacked 4 times. Joe Mixon, like I said, carried the ball 14 times at 22 yards for averaging 1 6-yard carry. Nico Collins caught 5 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Pandale caught 3 catches, 72 yards, and no touchdown. Kay Stover caught 3 catches for 26 yards and a touchdown. Will Lansing had 2 sacks. Danielle Hunter had 3 sacks. Barnett had a sack. Aziz Shair had a sack. Let's look at Will left 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, a quarterback rating of 127 point. Yeah, the quarterback rating 127. Quarterback was sacked 8 times. Was sacked 8 times though, but had 2 big plays. One of a 70-yarder, 3 big plays. I'm sorry, had a 70-yarder, a 38-yard touchdown. Also had a 63-yard play as well. Calvin Ridley was targeted, had 5 catches for 93 yards and had a 63-yard big play. Westbrook Nikita had catches for 48 yards and a 38-yard touchdown. And I ain't gonna even try to pronounce this dude's name. Number 85. Okay, had 1 catch for 70 yards for. I told y'all Friday going into this that this defense, the previous 11 games, have given up a big play in every single game. Every single game they've given up a big play. Every single one. They gave up a big Cooper Rush. They gave up a 67-yard touchdown to Cooper Rush on Monday night. Every single time. Will Levis is capable of getting a big play. That's the thing that he can do, is he's able to get a big play because he has a strong arm. The thing with him is if you let him drive the football, he will turn the football over. That's how we got the pick 6. That's also how we got the fumble as well when they went off to Bernard Pollard, and Bernard Pollard fumbled the football. And I really blame that more so on Will Levis because he didn't even give it to him clearly. I remember when I played football, when I was a running back, I mean one time the back pitched the ball over my head. Like it was a toss, he pitched over my head. I got credited with the fumble. I didn't even touch the football, but I got credited with the fumble. So Bernard Pollard got credited with that fumble, but that I feel like that was more so on Will Levis than anything. But he's going to give up a mistake, but you can't allow him to get big plays. And you let him get a 70-yard touchdown, a 38-yard touchdown, and all 3-yard. Now, we let Levis go out there and throw 75%, 278 yards, 2 touchdowns, had a quarterback rating of 127. Again, that's pathetic. That is embarrassing. And Nico should have had 2 touchdowns. Like, this is back-to-back weeks. Last week and this week. Nico Collins had got a touchdown taken off the board from a penalty that had nothing to do with the touchdown. Like last week, when the opening play, first play of the game, boom, scored a touchdown. Called back because Tunsil was a legal lineman downfield. Today, been the touchdown that probably would have won the game because I believe if we would score a touchdown right there, our defense wouldn't allow Tennessee to go out there and score, and we would have won our game. But it got called back behind Joe Mixon. And basically, Joe Mixon and Tank Dell both a legal shift. Both guys moved at the same time, and it looked like CJ went up to Joe Mixon like it was Joe, so it must have been Joe Mixon's fault. But that I feel bad for Nico Collins because Nico Collins has 2 touchdowns, completely took it off the board. Now he did get one. He did get one in today's game, but he got a touchdown last week. I said it would have been like a yard touchdown, took it off the board last week, and then this and that would actually basically cost him 100 yards last week. And same thing today. That play cost him from having 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. He would have had over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns in today's game if that play would have stuck. And then a 28-yard field goal, Fairbairn misses. After just breaking the record for the most 50-yard field goals in the game. Like, Fairbairn is the epitome of you. Not reward Fairbairn. We have to constantly hold Fairbairn. Because if you notice, every time, because he's won it twice this year, both times that he won Special Team Player of the Week, the next game, his first kick he misses. So misses like a potential either game winner, game tie, or whatever. Like he misses like his first kick, and he also missed another kick in the game as well, like another crucial kick. So we just reward him. We just reward him by him having the record for the most 50-yard field goals in the Lakers 12, which really is a testament of showing you how bad this offense is. Why is your kicker kicking 12 or 50-plus yard field goals, and we're only in week 12? He's having a 50-yard field goal. He's averaging making a 50-yard field goal every game. And then that doesn't even account to the field goals that he's missed. Because a couple 50-yarders. That right there shows how bad the offense is. We can't get easier field goals. They gotta be 50-plus yard field goals. I see more people jump to him. Make sure I see more people jump to him. Make sure you hit that like button. Definitely appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jeff for Super Chat Love. Definitely appreciate that. How much of this do we put on Bobby? Shout out to Jeff up for I believe a lot go on Bobby. I think I know the defense gave up big plays, but the defense also got you turnovers as well. Defense got you a pick 6. The defense got you 8 sacks. The defense, the fumble recovery, and then also the muff punt. Well, I guess that's considered on special teams. And really, like, the offense was rewarded, was given opportunities and just didn't cash in. I think a change has to be made, and I don't think a change is going to be made. Like I don't think that DeMeco Ryans change unless he's forced to, and that goes to my point about we got to start questioning DeMeco Ryans now. Like, this honeymoon phase is over. I know he's a former Houston Texan, and I said this when we hired DeMeco Ryans, because people was talking about a fan favorite and beloved Texan great. I'm like, DeMeco wasn't there. I mean, yeah, DeMeco made some Pro Bowls. I think he made I think he had All Pro, maybe 2. I know he was Defensive Rookie of the Year, but DeMeco wasn't looked at as a top Texan in his tenure while he was here. I mean, because he was drafted the same year as Mario, and I know he won Rookie of the Year over Mario. I think Mario was more looked at as a fan favorite. Ray was here. Then you end up getting Foster and Brian Cushion and Jay Watt. And also in that span, Ante Robinson was here. What's his name? The tight end, Owen Daniels. Like, I didn't see that DeMeco as a beloved, but again, history rewrites itself. When things happen and you hire DeMeco Ryans and he's the head coach, so people kind of feel like that. But I don't think that DeMeco Ryans was that like beloved as a Houston Texan previously before he became the Houston Texans head coach. But I think that people want to hold off from criticizing DeMeco. One, he's a black head coach, and a lot of people don't want to criticize black head coaches. And then 2, because he's a former Houston Texan. But we got to start looking at DeMeco Ryans as like, okay, hey, bro, you're the CEO, you're the head coach. when are you going to do the things you need to do? And you need to fire the offensive line coach. You need to get rid of him, and also you need to make a change with the OC. That's when okay. That's when okay. Okay, now this is your chance. And I feel like the only way that DeMeco Ryans makes a change with Bobby Slowick is if it's forced out of his hands. If either A, Bobby gets a job, we know Bobby's not about to get a job. No, ain't nobody about to hire Bobby Slowick. After what we've seen this year, and I don't care what happens in the next, was it 5 games? I don't care what happens in the next 5 games. I don't care if we have 1,000 yards of offense and average 50 points offensively in the next 5 games. I don't think that Bobby Slowick gets a head coaching job this year. I don't see that. So unless he gets a head coaching opportunity, unless it's a college one, now that might be different. I mean, I can see him potentially get a college opportunity maybe, but as far as an NFL head coach job, he ain't getting one. So unless he gets another job opportunity, or he's forced by Cal, by Nick Caserio, by CJ himself, that we need to do something else. And again, I don't believe it's the system. I know some people might say that maybe we just thought we run this. This system obviously works. We see the Bengals putting up points every single game. They run the same system. Green Bay puts up points. They run the same system. Minnesota with Sam Darnold puts up. They run the same system. The Rams, they run the same system. Miami, when they have Tua, they able to run. They able to put points in the system. The four, like we have the worst person calling the Kubiak Shanahan system. The only offense that runs this same system is not putting up points is Cleveland, and we know what their deficiency is, quarterback situation. But other than that, every other team that runs this system, this in this NFL right now looks good. The only one outside us is Cleveland, and then Miami have Tua because once Tua is there, their offense puts up points. They just want putting up. They just want putting up points. What's his name? With Snoop Huntley, Snoop Huntley, whatever his boy name is. They just want putting up no points with him. System. Well, the 49ers a lot of injuries. I mean, they don't have what's his name, Brandon Ayuk. They didn't have Chris McCaffrey for the majority of the season. I think Chris McCaffrey just came back 2 weeks ago. And I know people all the time about Brock Purdy. That Brock Purdy just was a benefit having all the weapons around him. He had a good offensive line. He had good guys who was able to make plays after the catch the football, make plays after, and then he also was able to turn around and hand the football off to McCaffrey. I knew that he wasn't the guy. Like I knew that he wasn't a top 10 quarterback. Like what Cam Newton was saying about him last year was true. He wasn't a top 10. He was a game manager. He wasn't a game changer. And if he was top 10, he was 10. Same thing with Puka Nacua. I try to tell people that about Puka Nacua. People talking about Puka Nacua was a top 5 receiver. No, Puka Nacua was not. Cooper Kupp was out. And they force fed Puka Nacua. Puka Nacua led the NFL last year in targets. Puka Nacua had more targets. He had he had double the targets as people who were top 10 in the NFL in catches. Think about that. Like he had double targets than people that was top 10 in the NFL in catches. I'm talking about the amount of catches that they had. Because he was targeting the football so much. I think he was targeting the football like once in 2 plays or something. It was a crazy volume how Puka Nacua was targeted. And hey, same system, and I think that you could possibly potentially Nico Collins if we were able to run the system properly. We had the right people to run this damn system, but we don't. We absolutely don't. We don't, bro. I don't, man. This you squandered an opportunity, like a complete opportunity. Like you squandered an opportunity. Right there. Right there. In your hands. Cash money. Like I said, it was over. It would have been clinched. You win today and next week, and then Indy last day and they lose New England. Boom. Before the bye week, the division's clinched. Now we gotta go on the road to Jacksonville. On the road to Jacksonville. And like I said, CJ, my parlay was ruined. Like CJ. I mean, it started off great, had 2 touchdowns, everything, and then like the first interception, I tried to give him a little pass. Maybe he just was just trying to make a play because it was a penalty. Maybe he thought that it was a free play or pass interference, offsides, whatever. He was just trying to throw the football up, but no. And then that second interception.
No, actually, that was a second.
Because the first interception was actually was a the first interception was a miscommunication with him and John Mechie. And same thing with Stoll, like because on that was that the last drive? I think that was the last the drive that was the potential scoring drive. When he threw the football to Stover, he threw it away, just trying to not get a sack, and threw it at Stover's feet. It wouldn't be intentional grounding, and Stover dove for the football. That's Stover being a rookie. I think that's Stover just not understanding the situation, being a rookie, being a young player, football being thrown to him. He's like, hey, football being thrown to me, let me try to catch it. When that was just a bad decision, cost you 5 yards. Now we were able to get some of the yards back with the screen pass to Nico, but man, dog, like it's just why does everything for this offense look hard? Like everything's easy. Nothing's easy. Nothing's simple. Everything looks complex. Everything looks hard. Everything looks confusing. There's a whole bunch of trash. There's a whole bunch of confusion at the feet. Flustered. So much communications. Like I said, Larry Tunsil with his week gonna get a penalty at a crucial moment. You're gonna get a penalty. It's to the point that changes have to be made. Like if we run it back with the same cast of characters, when I mean DeMeco Ryan's the head coach, Bobby Slow the offensive coordinator, uh, um, Matt Burke is offensive line coach. Your offensive line is Larry Tunsil and Titus Howard, and a combination of Drew Scruggs and Patterson or whatever, and Shaq Mason, bro. If we run this back, somebody needs to be fired. And this is the thing, though. Y'all do know if DeMeco's gone, Nick Casario got to be gone because that's Nick Casario's third coach. He don't get a fourth one. Like Nick Casario don't get a fourth head coach. So if this doesn't work with him, everything is starting over. You are starting over from scratch. And we talk about like a detriment to CJ. That's a detriment to CJ. People want to hold on to Bobby Slowick because, oh, I don't want him to have all these different offensive coordinators. I want continuity. No, the worst thing is if you have to start over from scratch from complete coaching staff and general managership. Because and if you keep on trending down this direction, that's where that leads to. You keep going down this road, that's what this road is going to lead to. One or two things. DeMeco Ryan's staff and this regime with Nick Casario is all gone, or just sitting up there circling our wheels, just circling our wheels and doing the same thing over and over again. Win out, get the first playoff game of the playoff season, and then lose, and then we go on. So either that or everybody gone. There's no in between until you take the proactive measures and fix right now. And the things to fix right now is because one thing he could do right now today is fire the offensive line coach. Fire the offensive line coach. That's what you could do right here, right now. Fire the offensive line coach right now, today. You right now. Fire him. Fire him. That kicks some things off. I know some people are like, what's that gonna do? What's that gonna do? It sends a message that hey, nobody's safe. It has to be uneasy. I agree they do need to let go of Bobby. But I feel like if Bobby does get let go, even if DeMeco Ryans decided to let go of Bobby, which I know he's not because that's his day one. I said with Bobby, it's gonna have to be a forced issue. That's something that's gonna happen at the offseason. That's gonna be something that happens in offseason. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna be a season turnaround. It's not gonna be a season turnaround. That's an offseason move. DeMeco's too nice. Exactly. He is. And that's why I said eventually we're gonna have to start looking and questioning Ryan's. That's what I mean by that. I'm not just saying that just to say it. That's why that we're eventually going to start looking and questioning DeMeco Ryan's. We are. We just are. Just point we're going to start doing. We're going to start looking and questioning DeMeco Ryan's. Is he the guy? Is he the guy? Because what we're seeing right now, he's not. What we're seeing right now is a fringing like I've been saying, he has the makings of all the good DC, all the good D's that are not good head coaches. You have a good solid defense. You're in games, you in and win games because of your defense. You either win games defense or you're in games because of your defense. But your problem hurts you is your offense. Early this season, it was the penalties. We were like, oh man, if we get these penalties right, we be good. Now it's just the offense in general. The offense is not a good offense. Offense is not a good offense at all. Again, I don't care that CJ's top 5 in yards. I don't care because that's what people trying to tell me about Joe Mixon. Oh, Joe Mixon, how you gonna say we don't got good? How we gonna say we ain't got? Well, with Joe Mixon rushing for 100 yards a game and he get a touchdown every single game, how you gonna sit up here and say that we ain't got no good running game? Because we don't coach it well. We don't block it well. We don't scheme it well. We don't well. And outside Joe Mixon, we don't run it well. And if a team wants to stop the run, like Tennessee came in today, deciding to stop the run gets stopped. What did I say? 14 carries, 22 yards, at 1.6 yards a carry. Just like the game against the Lions. The Lions are not a good running defense. But they came into that game on Sunday Night Football deciding to stop the run. And they were able to do that, the run. Tennessee is a good defense. And actually, you can actually run on Tennessee because Detroit was able to run on Tennessee a couple weeks ago. But when a team is make sure that they're going to go, hey, Joe Mixon had 109 yards and 3 touchdowns against Dallas. We ain't about to run us. We about to win. We ain't finna let them run us like that. No, they ain't about to run on us. No, they ain't about to do all that. And when they came in, they made an effort, a conscious effort to come out here and run the football. My bad. Come out there and stop the run. So since they made that conscious effort to come out there and stop the run, what did they do? They stopped the damn run. At the game against Green Bay, when you had the lead, you're running the football, run out the clock, can field goal and go home. Try to run the football. What happened? Couldn't run the damn football because we can't run it well. Can't run it well. Like I'm sick of these idiots out here that come out there and think they know damn football and they don't. Like, stop it. Y'all know what y'all talking about. Y'all don't. Y'all don't. I'm using my eyes. I'm not hating on the team. I'm like it is. Bro, we're not a good football team. We're a mediocre football team that plays in a trash division. I ain't gonna say how this division trash. We seen 3 playoffs every year. We ain't seen no damn 3 teams, no damn playoffs. Stop. The most we seen 2. We ain't seen 3 teams to the playoffs since 2007 when Tennessee, young Tennessee team, Peyton Manning's Colts team, and David Garage Jacksonville Jaguars team went to the playoffs back in like in 2007, 6 or 2007. I think it was 2007, if I'm not mistaken. That's the time that we send 3 teams into the 3 teams from AFC South went to the playoffs. You know, 3 teams in the recent memory going to the playoffs. Jacksonville is sitting up there staring to get the number 1 pick in the face for their 3rd time in 5 years. 5-year span. 2021, 2022, first number 1 overall pick, and then they didn't get in 2022, and they didn't get in 2023. They're staring to get it right now. They're right now in line to get the number 1 overall pick. 3 times. We talk about that. We sent 3 teams to the playoffs, and in 2 of those seasons, we had the number 4. We had the number 4 pick in the draft. Twice in the last 5 years, the Texans have only won 4 games and still won the last team in the division. But you're going to sit up here and say that this division is not trash. This is a trash division. It's not good. Yeah, every now and again, Jacksonville, boom, in 2017 made the AFC championship game. In 2019, Tennessee made the AFC championship game. Oh, the one when everybody was hurt, even Derrick Henry, Tennessee somehow was able to get the number one seed, and that was a great coaching job by Vrabel, by the way. Those are outliers. Those are not exceptions to the rule. Evans and one also said in the last 10 years, date back to 2014, by the way. Now, I really should have extended it to really since 2010. But like since 2010 until now, so the last 14, this division has not been a good division compared to the rest of the divisions in the NFL, not just the AFC. This has been either the worst or second worst division in the NFL. So stop. It's not a good division. I'm showing you this right now because if the Houston Texans won, if they were a good team against a two-win, eight-loss team at home with Will Levis as their starting quarterback, when you sack Will Levis 8 times, but you allowed them to get 32 points. Now I know 2 of the points came from CJ with a safety, and gave you 7 points. This score really should be 30. They beat us by 10, 30-20. Because we was only able to get we got one touchdown from our defense, and we gave them a safety. We 7-5. We 7-5. We 7-5. We still lead the AFC South. It's top 5 in passing yards, y'all. I don't.
First round exit.
Absolutely. Maybe Denver, but the thing is, we're not even going to Denver. We're not even going to get a chance to play Denver. We will have the 4 seed. We will be the 4 seed. And in being the 4 seed, we will play the 5th seed. That could be Baltimore. That could be the Chargers. I don't know. This is frustrating, y'all. This is frustrating. See, a couple weeks ago, when people were upset and mad after the Lions game, people wasn't talking. People wasn't people being quiet. I ain't really get it. I understand. I'm like, man, it's the Lions. Lions best team in football. Like, I mean, yeah, we should have won the game. But predicted us to win the game. We lost. I was more upset at the Jags game than that game. This is the game I'm the most game I'm the most upset about. This is the worst loss on our schedule. This is the worst one. At home to a 2-win team. We lost to 2-win teams, by the way. Y'all do know that, right? We gave teams their 3rd win. And not like in week 4 or something like that when they were 2-2 or they were 2-1. Like deep into the season, we gave 2-win teams their 3rd win. But at least on the Jets one, it was a short week and it was in New York. This was at home.
Coming off of
Will Anderson having 2 sacks. Danielle Hunter having 3 sacks. You had a pick 6. But that's what happens when you give up a 70-yard touchdown, also give up a 63-yard big play as well. And your offense can't do anything to counter that. Like your offense can't do anything to counter and to get you back in the game. And like I said, started off well. The DP 80-yard kickoff return. and then the 20-yard touchdown. I mean, I thought we was in the money. Thought we was in the money. Nico goes out there and scores a touchdown. I'm like, okay, boom. Hey, we in the we grooving. We grooving. We in here grooving now.
Can't do anything in the second half. We got what, 10 points
In the second half. Yeah, we got 10 points in the second half.
and one was a defense
Touchdown. Like we could not score in the second half, like at all. Like 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 they asked the other day, like that second half touchdown against Dallas, should that count? I'm like, yeah, because I mean, you get it anyway, you get it, and that should be what get you started. That's what get you kick started. No, it doesn't.
It doesn't. Man, this offense is so bad.
Like this offense is bad. This offense, dare I say, this offense is worse than Brock Osweiler's offense? Like this offense is just such a struggle. Like it is such a struggle to do anything. And at least with the Brock Osweiler offense, at least you be like, okay, they not outside of having Hopkins, they're not as talented, but you got Nico and you got Tank. Well, I guess the Osweiler you did have Will Fuller, but Will Fuller was a rookie.
More of a laughing stock than
In Dallas. I don't be caring about that. Like, let me tell you, like, I don't. Like, I'm not a Dallas hater. The Dallas is like the most irrelevant team to me. NFL, like honestly, and it's not even on no like I feel like I'm better than Dallas or nothing like that, or it's not even a slight at Dallas. I don't think about Dallas because they don't think of like I don't really think about any of the NFC teams unless they one of the top teams. And like so when the years that Dallas is good, like okay, yeah, you might be okay. Oh, you might look at Dallas or whatever like that. But I might think about Dallas. But for I don't be thinking about Dallas because I don't be thinking about teams in the NFC. I don't. So I don't care. I don't care what they got going on. Now again, like on Thanksgiving when they playing on Thanksgiving, or they playing a primetime game and they lose, it be funny. They always lose in funny fashion. But other than that, I don't be caring about that stuff. Like y'all, I'll let y'all handle that. I don't be caring about that. I'll let y'all handle that.
this is a joke.
Like it's like this is a joke. It really is. Like there's no reason why this offense should be this bad. And like CJ has taken several seats back, several steps back. Like he's not making the easy throws. He's not making the throws he's not making the easy throws. He's not making the easy plays. Like that was CJ's superpower. That he was his mechanics, his accuracy, his throwing with anticipation, him making the smart decisions. And now he's not. He's not. What is it? It gives him 9 interceptions, 10 interceptions on the season. They had multiple double interception games. Do y'all know that coming into this game that CJ in the last 5 games only threw 2 touchdowns and threw 3 interceptions? 5 games, 2 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
One against Indianapolis.
And then one against what's the other people's name? One against Indianapolis and one against the Lions. He didn't throw no touchdown against Green Bay. He didn't throw no touchdown against the Jets. He didn't throw no touchdown against Dallas. With today's games, which means in his last 6 games, he's thrown 4 touchdowns and 6 interceptions.
6 games.
So it means he's averaging an interception every game and not even averaging a touchdown every game. And also in that span, he's had 2 multi-interception games, only 1 multi-touchdown game.
He threw 2 interceptions against the Lions.
2 interceptions a day.
CJ's not a top 5 quarterback.
But I know people was mad that people was mad when people was doing CJ. They didn't have CJ top 5, and I was okay with it. I was okay with CJ not being the top 5 quarterback coming to this. Like, we gotta get out of this Texan fan bubble that we be in. That we got and stop smelling ourselves, acting like we done something we ain't done. Like, we be upset and be mad. Well, why they ain't got CJ as a top 5 quarterback? How you gonna have such and such as a top 5 quarterback? How you gonna have such and such as a better team than us? How you gonna have such? Bro, we ain't done nothing. We ain't done nothing. Yes, CJ played great as a rookie last year. CJ looked like one of those ones as a rookie last year. Absolutely. I had no problem with them not having them top 5. Now, I did agree that if I'm top 10 and you would have other quarterbacks in the 10, I would have an issue with that. Because I do believe that he earned himself to be in the top 10 spot last year. But if they didn't have him top 5, and I actually had CJ top 5. I have him top 5. I have him third. Because I had him behind. I had Mahomes 1. I had Burrow 2. And I know some people were like, we went up to Cincinnati and beat Burrow. I mean, we beat Burrow's defense. He ain't beat Joe Burrow himself. And then I had him playing style above Lamar Jackson and Allen, because of not turning the football over, not making mistakes, and going to actually be able to throw the football downfield. Well, that's completely out the window now. And you beat Josh Allen. So you try to tell me that Josh Allen, that CJ better than Josh Allen? Because by logic, CJ beat Josh Allen, so CJ should be better than Josh Allen. By logic, Will Levis is better than CJ. By that logic, Will Levis is better than CJ. And CJ's better than Josh Allen. Like, see, that's why I'm like them head to heads, like, nah, unless we talk about head to heads and Bowls and AFC Championship games, then we can talk. We can talk then. We can talk then. We can talk then. But we just talk about just head to heads in a regular season game, nah. And this is the month of November. This is when CJ's supposed to make it, because the month of November is when the great quarterbacks start to separate themselves from everybody else, start to separate, and the good teams start to separate from the pack, because we're getting into that playoff season, that crunch time. Like, what's wrong with that?
My bad, y'all.
I actually bought a what you call it for my mic, but I was so mad about how this game, I didn't even go get it. It was in the car. I ain't gonna get it out the car, so my fault. I mean, my apologies. I was so mad. I didn't even think about getting. I just started up the stream. I just wrote, you know what I'm saying, like, got the stuff down and just started the stream. Why do we do this to ourselves, y'all? Like, why? Like, literally, why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we put this? Why we do this to ourselves? Why we keep putting ourselves in this situation? Like, why? Why? We could be doing a whole bunch of other stuff right now. I mean, I'm an Orlando Magic fan. The Orlando Magic, they're playing well. We don't even got our best player. We playing well. I could be doing that. I could be focusing on, I'd be focusing on I could be doing a whole bunch of stuff that's more productive than sitting there watching these stupid Texans every week to disappoint me every week. Like, ready to come and irritate every week.
Every single.
But now I sit up here and I watch this. I watch this monstrosity. I will. I sit up here every single week and watch this monstrosity all the time. Every single week, I sit up here and watch this.
Stop it. Magic is not trash.
Trash. Boy, you tripping. You better go look. We out here balling. My boy Franz Wagner, was it Eastern Player of the Week. And since the month since the month of November, that boy been out here 35 points like it ain't nothing. Boy, stop it. Stop. 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 You tripping. You tripping. I'll give you one. You tripping. You tripping. I go with my Palo jersey. I ain't gonna stop wearing. I'm stop wearing all this Texan stuff. I'm start wearing my Magic gear. That's what I'm about to put all my Texan gear up. I'm gonna put it up, and maybe I have some use for it next season. Maybe I have some use for it. Yeah, y'all gonna start seeing me out here with my Magic stuff on. That's what y'all gonna have me doing. Y'all gonna have me out here wearing my Magic stuff on during the stream. Cause yeah, this ain't what it is. This ain't what's happening. This is not what's happening at all. They lost to Tennessee. They lost to the damn Tennessee Titans. At home.
Why?
Why do we do this? Why do we do this to ourselves? I don't understand. I don't understand at all. I definitely punched myself. I'm a Texas Tech fan too. And we even though we won yesterday against Oklahoma State, we won that game damn close. Oklahoma State is not a good football team, but the opportunity if we would have beat Colorado 2 weeks ago, we had an opportunity that we could be competing for the Big 12 championship game. Everything else is falling in our favor. We were two Big 12 losses in the teams with the two losses we would have beat. We beat both Arizona State and Iowa State, so we had a tiebreak over both of them. The only tiebreak over would have been BYU, but we wouldn't have played BYU. So we would have been playing BYU in the Big 12 championship game. But no, they want to lose to Colorado. And then Colorado wants to up here and lose to the Kansas of all teams. Kansas.
I see somebody say that we
Should take offensive lineman from I think either Kansas State. I seen State. I don't know if it said Kansas State, Kent State, or Kansas State. I don't think we need to draft an offensive lineman. Like shout out to my boy Big B and Wise. I agree with them. I think what we should do linemen. I feel like we should sign veterans, make trades, sign veterans. This offense, I mean, because you get to the point that you're eventually going to pay CJ. If CJ keeps playing like this, CJ ain't getting no record contract. He's not getting 350 plus million fully guaranteed. If he keep playing like this, he ain't getting that. Like he not getting that. If he like this, but we should go out there and we should go out there and we should get offensive linemen via the draft, not draft, but via free agency. And we don't need to be trying to get away for rookies acclimated to the NFL and be prepared all the time and catch on. No, we need some guys that are ready to go out there, some maulers, some road graders, and be able to go out there and get the job done, protect your quarterback, protect your franchise. That's what we need. And Actually, me personally, 'cause I seen some of my drafts of us drafted what's his name, Gentry from Boise State. That's cool. One, I don't think he'll be there when the Texans draft because the Texans gonna be drafted 22, 23, 24. I don't think he'll be there in that span. But this is why I want the Texans draft. If it's me, I'm drafting a DB. I'm drafting a corner. I prefer a cornerback. Wouldn't mind a safety, but I don't know if a safety will be there. I prefer a cornerback. Nick Casario has shown you he's good at drafting defensive backs. Drafted Stingley, drafted Petrie, drafted Kamar, drafted Caleb Bullock. Also, his time in New England, the cornerbacks that he drafted in New England, like he didn't draft Gonzalez, but drafting like people like Patrick Chung and stuff like that. Um, Malcolm Butler was undrafted free agent.
Casey Jackson.
Um, and also he just showed you he knows. I mean, he traded for Stephon Gilmore. He didn't draft Stephon Gilmore. Same thing. He signed what's it call it? Used to play for the Eagles. Dang, his son in the NFL now. Play for the Chargers. Can't think of his name. Can't think of that cornerback name. His son played for the Chargers. He used to play for anyway. But Nick Casario has shown you that he's able to get defensive backs, and that's what I want him to do. I want him to go out there and get defensive backs. Thinking that one play by Tony Pollard, we had them bottled up. We had Tony Pollard and them bottled up, and Pollard, Sante Samuel, appreciate you, thank you, appreciate you, bro. Sante Samuel, that's exactly what I think about Sante Samuel. uh, we had Pollard bottled up, and he was trying to break out, and Stingley was trying to tackle, but like gave such a half-ass tackle, he pushed Pollard out from the pile. Like Pollard was in the pile, and he pushed Pollard out of the pile, and Pollard was able to kick out and run and get a first down. I'm like, going on. Like this don't make no damn sense. Yeah, I had to make sure because I had to bring them because I was irritated. I'm like, bro, what is Stingley doing? That don't make no sense. But I don't know. Stingley like was having the games before the day, and like I said, the defense just
Yeah, it was like that.
today. It was man, appreciate everybody that came through today. If you ain't hit the like button already, make hit the like button right now. I'm gonna give y'all some time. If you ain't hit the like button already, make sure you hit the like button. I'm gonna give y'all some time.
Appreciate that.
Appreciate everybody that came through here. I'm not about to let the Texans. I'm about to say something. I'm not about to let the Texans ruin my Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I ain't letting them do this. Like, like 'cause I'm about to eat good. I'm not about to let these people worry me. I ain't about to let them worry me. I'm not. Uh, Man, shout out to everybody that came through, hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Y'all don't know how much that means to me, how much I appreciate when y'all hit the super chat love. I definitely that. So make sure, thank you for hitting that super chat love. Definitely appreciate all that. Definitely for love. Like I said, make sure y'all will be here Friday. We will preview the Jacksonville Jaguar game. And like I said, I actually got some stuff to fix the audio. So there will be some pre-recorded videos because I know some people like, hey, what happened to pre-recorded videos? Part of the reason why is because my audio been messed up. So there will be some pre-recorded. I actually want to go more in depth in talking about this offense and these off struggles and what can, should, and will be done. And maybe who's the real problem. Maybe we be blaming one person all the damn time. We always point out Bobby. Maybe we blaming the wrong person. I don't know. But we gonna talk about it and we gonna put that down. But yeah, Texans lose 32-27 home against Tennessee. First division loss of the year. The Texans were 3-0 division. The Texans had a golden opportunity because the Texans have never been undefeated in the division. We've been 5-1, I believe, twice. I know in 2016, the Brock Osweiler year, we was 5-1, and I feel like we were 5-1 another season.
I know 2016 was
5-1. I feel like we were five. Yeah, we were 20. We were 5-1 in 2016. We were 5-1 in 2012. 2012 we were 5-1. So yeah, so we've been 5-1 twice. Best case scenario, 5-1 three times. Um, because you got five losses. So yeah, well, yeah. I mean, what the Texans' best record is 12-4. So right now, we could tie most wins. The best case scenario for us is tying the most wins. Best case scenario. Well, last year we was 10-7. Yes, this kind of throw everything off. So it is what it is. But like I say, appreciate everybody that came through here. Like I said, if you ain't hit the like button already, make sure that like button right now. Like I said, I will be here Friday live preview versus the Jags. We're gonna talk, and like I said, it should be a pre-recorded video sometime this week. So be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for it. Especially since Thanksgiving holidays. I'm gonna have some free time, so definitely be on the lookout for that. Also, immediately after the game, right here, immediately after the game, we're gonna break it down exactly what we seen, and all the Texans. Do Texans have opportunity to happen to clinch next South still? We're gonna talk about it. Like I say, appreciate everybody that came through here. Appreciate all the love, all the support. Everybody hit the super chat love. Definitely appreciate that. Like I say, hit that like button if you're ready. Appreciate everybody coming through. Holla.